Good afternoon. I'm Scott Solembrino here at the Chicago McCormick Place, broadcasting live at GBTA 2019. And with me today, I have Karen Hutchings from E&Y, all the way from London. Karen, it's always good for you and I to catch up. We've known each other for so many years, and we are thrilled that you won that prestigious award on Monday. How proud are you?
Well, it was completely unexpected for me, I have to say, and I'm delighted. I mean, it's always my name on the award, perhaps, but actually it's the team that I represent that's the most important. And quite honestly, they make me look good every day. So for all of us, we are absolutely delighted.
Well, we are thrilled that we were able to honor you because you deserve it. You've worked so hard in this industry. You know, as the meeting and travel worlds start to continue to grow and collide together, what's the key trend that you're seeing so that, like, how will this affect travel management with meetings coming into it?
It's interesting, actually. I think meetings and events is playing a little bit of catch-up with travel, but I think what's interesting about that at the moment is just the disruption that's happening in that industry. I think it's live for new technologies to come in, and we're really seeing that with a number of startups and disruptors, which happened in the travel industry, but now is absolutely happening in meetings and events. And so I think what's great is that what the travel managers have learned about that disruption in travel, they can now take that knowledge and use it to be able to implement some of the new things that are out there from a meetings and events perspective. So yeah, I think it's exciting times now, and we talk about the theme of GBTA, which is evolve, and I think that this is making all of our careers from a travel perspective evolve as we take on meetings and events as well.
It's so fantastic. You know, yesterday you were involved in a very important panel. What were your takeaways from that panel? Because it was interesting when you heard some of the responses.
Well, I think what was great to see is that more and more people now do have responsibility of both meetings and events and travel, whereas before it was more the traditional travel manager role. But I think many corporations now see that as an area that's really been relatively unmanaged. It's been delivered as a service, but it's not really had that procurement focus on it. And so certainly yesterday, what was great to see was just the number of people that have both responsibilities now. Still 30%, I think, more that don't. And so I think that creates then an opportunity for everybody's roles to elevate too. And I think that's a big thing that we're seeing with this now.
You know, it's so unbelievable that it took all of these years to finally get it all together under one roof, but it seems to be the trend for the future.
I think it is, and I think, if you think about that employee engagement now, everybody talks now about that well-being, and I think the important thing of employee retention, the attendee experience, the travel experience as well, is actually what can retain people. Many people join a company now for the opportunities that they have to see the world, to be able to do different things, and so actually it makes meetings and events and travel that much more significant within any organization. And so now that we are actually focusing on that attendee experience too, it just brings it all together nicely.
So you've sat on the board of directors of ITM, which is our London partner, for a long time. Tell me what you're looking forward to in the upcoming year with ITM. We're doing a bunch of things together. I mean, what do you see for us all together next year over there?
I mean, I think the tie-up that we have with GBTA is great, and I think the fact that we're going to expand our meetings and events conference next year is wonderful. I think it's a bit of an untapped area, specifically in the UK, that we've not really had a lot of focus on meetings and events type strategy meetings, and I think it's great that we're going to be able to do that next year. I think the industry is going through significant development and change. I think a lot of the disruptors now are the norm. So if you take some of the alternative car companies, the alternative accommodation, sure, they're not disruptors anymore, they're the norm. Yep. So it's the next ones that are coming in now, and specifically in the M&E world for sure, I think there's going to be a lot more disruption come through. But from an ITM perspective, for us is to make sure that we represent our community well. I think the fact that we've now got this tie-up more closely with GBTA gives much more opportunity for that. So I think the future's very bright, I must say.
Well, we're loving it. And with that, I'd like to thank you again, Karen, for joining me today in the GBTA studio. We're live here at the McCormick Place Convention Center for GBTA 2019. Thank you, and we'll see you again next year.